What's going on, guys? Troy at Mountain Man Treasure here, and we've made some big sales.
Mountain Man Treasures.
Welcome into the channel, guys. My name is Troy. I'm a reseller in Montana. That means I go to garage sales and estate sales and thrift stores. I find things that I think are priced too low, they're underpriced, and then I sell them again online at market value for a profit. And I do that for the most part on eBay. And a lot of times, if you watch this channel very often, you see that I sell some low dollar stuff. I like to mix in the smalls with the average run-of-the-mill sales and then pepper in some big stuff. Well, we've had some really nice sales in the last couple of days, and so that big stuff is sort of heavy in this what sold, which is a cool thing. Let's take a look at what I've sold and then a couple things to hit on after that. Handful of things going out in this batch. First up, pair of short shorts. You guys have watched the channel for a while know that I like picking these up at garage sales. They tend to sell pretty well and you can get them pretty cheap. I paid a couple bucks for these here actually just about a week and a half ago, something like that. They already sold. This is BKE. There it is. BKE jeans. This is the Stella. And I only know that because it says right there. And these sold for $19.76. And that's a theme, actually, in this batch. We got some video games, of course, for the Xbox. Voodoo Vince, feel his pain. Voodoo Vince sold for $15.41, free shipping. A little bit off theme there. But Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Battle Nexus. Black Label on the PlayStation 2. This one sold for $19.76 plus shipping. How about this guy? Cassette tapes. Shout out Commonwealth Picker.
I hear that guy's awesome.
Rolling Stones, Let It Bleed. This a very early, pretty rare version of this album on cassette tape. And it sold for, $19.76 plus shipping. We sold this little guy, this from our recent private pick toy pickup, the North American Van Lines. Just a little die cast, and this thing is relatively rare, apparently. And it sold for $19.76 plus shipping. Back here, we've got something to a viewer of the channel. Angel came and got this new old stock Edwards bell. It would be used as like a school bell or fire alarm or doorbell, something like that. Angel got this one for $13.99 plus shipping, and then said interested in this tin wind-up train as well. This thing is pretty cool. Still works great. The colors are super cool. And so I sent Angel an offer of $5 on that one, and Angel took me up on that. So nice little batch there, but the best right here. We talked about this at the estate sale pickup a couple, 2-3 weeks ago by Safari Press. This is a collection of books. Really cool slipcase. Tip from Primetime Treasure Hunter. If you don't watch him, you ought to. He pointed out one time, and is, of course, absolutely correct, that if books have a slipcover box like this, check them out. Very often, they're very good and worth some good money. And these, in fact, sold just before bed. They actually paid overnight. I had them listed for about $150, and that was shooting high. But there aren't very many of these, and they have a good sell-through rate. And so I had it listed pretty high. Somebody sent me an offer of $115, along with a message saying, hey, I'm not trying to be a jerk, but I want to add these to a collection, and my funds are a little bit limited right now, but I do know the value of them. If they said, if you can get more for this, you think, and let it sit, then by all means, go ahead and wait and take another offer. And I appreciated the honesty. So I countered back at $130, which is $20 below my listing, but still a pretty high price. Obviously, I paid $10 for these. And they took it and overnight paid. So $130 plus shipping off of a $10 estate sale pickup. That's why I love this job. A few more things to add to the mail delivery today. The Mentalist, the 7th and final season. This I picked up from Goodwill for a couple bucks, and it sold for $14.73 plus shipping. Down here we've got, of course, some games. Mortal Kombat versus the DC Universe for the Xbox 360. This one going out the door for $9.98, free shipping, not a whole lot there. Grand Theft Auto 5, this is for the 360 as well, and this one, I believe, going to the same buyer, actually, $15.57 free shipping. So nice thing is we can actually combine those, if I remember correctly. And then one more, we've got NFL Street 2. The NFL and NBA Street titles tend to sell pretty well. This for the original Xbox, and this one, again, not a big seller, but $9.98 on that guy. Some cool stuff over here. This from an estate sale here just a week ago. This is a Vietnam era scabbard for bayonet. Now it does have the bottom broken off there. There would have been like a metal tip on there. I'm trying to get it to focus. So yeah, there would have been metal down here, and unfortunately that's broken off, and that does hurt the value. But one of those things where I felt like it needed to be saved, right? Even broken, it's got a history and it deserves to be saved. So I did pick it up for a couple bucks, and it sold for $17 plus shipping. So got a nice little flip, and it's grabbing onto the, well, we'll get that later, Nintendo 3DS XL in blue. These things are fantastic. This part of a bulk buy that I made a little bit back. Sold several of these. This is the last one. $177.54. They generally sell for about $150, $160 plus shipping. I priced mine free shipping, and that's a good thing because this thing is going to Hong Kong through the international shipping program, and that means that my free shipping turns into them paying shipping because they've got to pay to have it delivered. So they paid like $24 to get this thing delivered. So I actually made a little bit extra because it sold internationally. So $177.54 on that one. And then another really nice sale coming through. The New Adventures of Ricochet and Hipshot. This is Stan Lined. He's from here in Montana. He wrote books. He was, I think he did something on TV, but mostly he's known for doing comics, and Ricochet and Hipshot are two of his characters, starting back like in the, I think it was 1958, and he was even doing stuff into like the 90s, I believe. He passed away in 2013, but this is the New Adventures, so, you know, like a relaunch, essentially. This is book 2. Unfortunately, I didn't have book 1, otherwise we'd have been making a whole lot more.
It's just a book.
But this is a very rare piece. Stan Line is super collectible, so if you find his stuff, pick it up because it's just there's not a lot of it out there. And this sold for $73.69 plus shipping for just this little booklet. Got this at an estate sale, and it was bundled in with a whole bunch of other books. I bet we didn't pay more than a quarter for that thing. Great sales in there, right? And a lot of them, they were recent pickups, and that's always a good thing to see that the stuff that you're picking up now is selling quickly. That shows that you're getting better at this, right? And so I appreciate Angel. Thanks for coming in and making some purchases out of the store. Appreciate those of you who have done that in the last little bit. We've got another viewer sale with multiple items actually coming up here in this next video. Wasn't able to sneak it into this one. They came in after we finished up, but another one has come in. So thank you guys so much for doing that and for supporting the store. We've got, oh, look at that. I just got another sale of something. We've got a Whatnot auction coming up. Thanks to everybody that stopped by to the last one. Just a quick little 10-figure auction. But this next one coming up tomorrow, if you're watching this day of, it's going to be Thursday. We're going to run it Thursday at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern. We're doing some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff. This is stuff from like 1988, 1989, the very first run, very early stuff. We got some soft heads. We got some hard heads. We've got a lot of these figures actually are complete. And so they've got all their accessories, and some of them that aren't complete are missing like one piece. They're very near complete. A couple of them actually even having the file cards. So we've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff Really good stuff if you're looking to start a collection, especially because we don't have the crazy stuff. We don't have half-court giraffe. But we have some cool figures. And so if you're looking for some starter pieces that are complete, that's a good auction for you. We're also going to have some giveaways. I've got a cool buy it now option for a complete vehicle. It's going to be a fun sale. So come on by Thursday, 3 p.m. Eastern. Another thing I wanted to say is that actually in the last Whatnot auction, somebody came in that, obviously a viewer of the channel said, hey, are you still on the Peloton? Because you're looking good. Well, I appreciate the compliment. I think I am looking a little bit better. Put a few pounds off to the side. And I've got I think 16-week streak going now on the Peloton, at least 3 to 4 times a week. Got to get on that thing a little bit later today. But I actually signed up for a new thing that I thought, I'd throw it out to you if you guys wanted to do it. I'm a bit of a nerd. You guys know that. And so I found this challenge, this app, and they have multiple challenges on there. And it's really just a way to sort of motivate yourself. And so it's so easy in this business to get sedentary. You're sitting, you're listing, right? You're sitting, you're cleaning, you're sitting, unless you're outsourcing, there's a lot of sitting. And so you have to be, just as you have to be sort of self-motivated to do this job, you have to be self-motivated to get it in shape, or to stay in shape, right? And so that's why I've got the Peloton and why I'm working really hard to get in better shape. And so this app, what it has is various challenges, various distances and events that you can do. I picked the Lord of the Rings. What they did is they went to the movies, and so they built from the movies a map and figured out how long and the distances between places and all that. And so what I'm doing is I'm going from the Shire all the way to Mordor. I'm taking the whole journey. It's 200 and I don't remember how many miles total. My first leg is like 145. And once you finish the thing, they actually send you a medal. And so you get a medal in the mail, and the medals are actually really cool. And they track you along the app, and you can actually get like virtual postcards from the journey. Actually, here, look, here's my first postcard because I hit my first marker the other day. And so I got a postcard from the Lord of the Rings, and you can track yourself on a map. You can see the other people that are taking the challenge and where they're at on the map, and it's just really neat. So, and you don't have to be a nerd and do the Lord of the Rings thing like I'm doing. There are other things on there as well. You can actually some really long. You can take Route 66, the Appalachian Trail.
What did you say?
It's early. The Appalachian Trail. You can do the Great Wall. There's some shorter distances, that are like 20 and 30 miles. There's national parks on there. The Amalfi Coast is on there. There's all sorts of cool stuff that you get to travel the distance of that thing. And you can walk, you can run, you can bike, you can, whatever you want to do, you can swim. And I think it's just one of those little motivational things. So if you want to sign up for it, I'll actually put it in the description underneath. There's a little referral link that I got when I signed up for this thing. I thought, what? I'm going to pass it along. You get 10% off of whatever challenge you decide to enter. So I don't know. I thought I'd pass it along. We're a family, and I want to help you guys as I'm trying to help myself. So let me know if you sign up for this thing and how it goes. That'd be cool to know. So I'm going to let you guys go. I know you got a lot of stuff to do today. I've got a lot of stuff to do today. So I appreciate you spending a little bit of time here with me. If you wouldn't mind, hit that thumb on your way out. That helps us out a ton. Comment down below helps us out a ton as well. And we'll see you next time.